Hey everybody, Fifth Horseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and Francois is in his flyer. He is very far from the sun. He's got a mid-course correction to do. I figured I would bring you in for this, and then he's also getting kind of close to Jool. He's only 178 days away. So we're going to do this mid-course correction, which is going to get us a nice, I think it's going to give us an encounter with... does it give us the encounter? No, it just gets us in the sphere of influence. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this burn done, and then we're going to figure out how to get him to bop. That's the plan. And we're just waiting until we are right in the plane, which is pretty much right there. Okay. Yeah, we're not perfect, but who is? Whenever are you perfect? Okay, now. This shouldn't be too expensive now, out here, to plan an encounter with Tylo. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that none of these gave us an orbit around Jool. Yeah, see, this will give us an orbit, but it has a problem. And that problem is we end up crashing into Tylo. We're going to figure out what's going to get us encounter with Lathe, because I know I can do this with an encounter with Lathe. There we go. There's a Lathe encounter. I don't know why this is so hard now when it was so easy before. Part of it's because I'm coming over the top. I mean, I suppose I could arrow brake at Lathe. This feels like it's cheating. There we go. Of course, that's also a collision with Lathe. You know what it is? I just realized it. Francois is coming in a lot faster than he normally would. So we're just gonna arrow brake at Lathe. We'll do this burn in 14 days. Actually, we could just do it right now. See, we'll just take this. We'll tweak this when we actually get into Lathe's sphere of influence to be an arrow brake that will give us a near bop trajectory. And the next thing to happen is the Jool Nars. So let's go ahead and jump to him. Now, unlike Francois, these guys do have a good burn here. That's going to give them a Tylo encounter that now throws them out of the system because that's what happens to maneuver nodes. We cannot aim directly at the maneuver node, and if I recall, this guy has like no authority whatsoever. He's going to be using that monoprop for almost everything. Okay, we're going to turn on the monoprop. We're going to rotate ourselves around here. We're going to do this burn very slowly. We're just going to get it close, and then we are going to tweak by looking at Jool. Okay, we have the encounter already. All we need to do is make it so it puts us in orbit. I think we have to get on the other side of Tylo to make that happen. And it's totally not working. Yeah, see, we're coming in way south. Okay, we're going to hit N. We're wasting our monoprop here, but we got tons of it. Well, maybe not literal tons, but that's going to wrap us around, get us right in the plane here. Okay, I'm going to turn RCS off just so we... And now we have a resultant orbit, which is really all I can hope for right now. We only have 372 meters per second, which frankly scares me. That tells me that we are not going to... Yeah, most of our fuel is in this thing, although, yeah, this isn't counting this because of the way we have our root parts set up. This is only counting what we have in the NAR. So, not 100% sure what that means as far as the salvation of our ship here. But I think we can worry about that later. I think what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to actually... I wonder what here can hold monoprop. Yeah, see, the NAR itself doesn't have a command pod on it. It only has this thing. It does have this monoprop, which is full. What I'm thinking about doing is moving these four down here, so we have more of a centered monoprop turning circle here, and maybe even moving these ones onto here so we can toss this thing when it runs out of monopropellant. But we'll figure that out when the time comes. But yeah, with only 372 meters per second, what we need to do is at this close approach to Tylo here. Ugh, I don't know what we need to do. We're going to leave him alone. I'll figure that out off camera. Okay, Francois' flyer. Let's go back to the fun part of the mission. All right, Francois. What's set? Lathe is your target already. Sadly, we don't know where your... I guess your ascending node is right here, right as we get to it. So at this ascending node, we are going to burn down, and then that'll put us in a nice tight thing there, and then we're going to radial outward. Okay, that's 140 meters per second. We have so much, it doesn't really matter, but we're still going to aerobrake. We're going to do this right. I don't think the trajectories mod is trustable very much anymore. It just seems to constantly be doing this wrong. But that's telling me we're going to crash. I think we can trust it for that much. So we're going to go back to ones here, and we're going to add. And then we're going to go with that. And we're going to see how much that aero breaks us, and then the rest of it we're going to do with fuel. Okay, this should be good. Yes, we are coming in. We are aero braking around. We have no idea what's going to happen when we do so, but that's the way we like it. Let's go ahead and get into Lathe Sphere of Influence. You are the first person ever in Jool Sphere of Influence, and we haven't even paid attention to that. You're also the first person in Lathe's Sphere of Influence. This is telling us you're going to... I have no idea what it's telling us you're going to do, but it's not that. I can guarantee you it's not that. I am going to hit F5, though, because I have no idea what's going to happen. F5ing for aero brakes are fine. We're not even going to bother taking any readings or anything. We literally don't care. Okay, it slowed us down, but we still have an escape trajectory. I'm going to turn off the trajectories tool because it's lying to me. Here's Bop. Let's set him as our target because he's our new target now. We have so much fuel. I'm not gonna fiddle around with stupid things like aero braking anymore. Francois prefers the direct approach. We are going to try to nail it right here, though, I think. Yeah, that's not going to do it. So let's just go ahead and bring this down to a reasonable altitude here. And then here, we're just going to do this right. We're going to do... Well, not right. We're going to do this wrong. We should be able to get an encounter right about... there. Okay, we're doing that. 1,000 meters per second, 1 minute and 43 seconds. I think it's worth it, considering we have 3 grand in the tank. Francois, you're going to Bop today. 3, 2, 1, mark. Okay, we're getting closer and closer, and... boom, we got our encounter. And my cat is excited about the encounter. You can tell because she's complaining. Okay. So we want to burn... I think we want to burn right on this. Yeah, that's bringing it down. Probably do the patented Kerbal Space Program and lose the thing right as we get close here. But this is looking good. Boom. Now we are going to, I don't know, let's slow down and see if that works. It doesn't. Let's speed up then. Let's do a roll. That's always fun. And we are just going to come in. I think Bop rotates kind of fast, so we're actually going to come all the way around. We're going to get fairly far off the surface because I know that The Kraken likes to reach out and grab you from Bop. And then to get into orbit, we're talking another 1.5 minute long burn, give or take. But you got to do what you got to do, right? So, let's do it. Bop should be coming at us from somewhere. Oh, there it is. The first look of your new research station. I would call it your home, but... well, yeah, it's probably going to be your home. This is probably going to be the last thing you ever do. Is land on Bop. 1 mark. And you're actually past your thing. That's fine. We're fine. We're all fine here, thanks. Now, we have gotten you out here. You don't actually have the kind of ship that would normally land on a planet. However, you just came from Gilly, and you're landing on Bop, and I think you have noticed this little dot up here. And you say, you know what? We need to know what that dot is. So we are going to burn normal. We've still got way more fuel than we ever need. I was going to have you visit the Kraken, but you know what? I've done that already in this game. You are sitting there. Now this, let's see, which way is retrograde? Yeah, we're going to do it this orbit. We're just doing it right now. Aim yourself retrograde. We're going to burn you down. And then right here, in order to stop, you need a grand total of 194 meters per second, which I think you might have in your tank. Oh, yeah. You could do this 10 times almost. Okay, we're coming down. I guess we're coming down this way. The big crater there you're curious about. You've heard tale of the Kraken. I don't know who would have told these tales, but you have heard these tales. It's getting very dark. We remember what happened on Ike, so we're going to turn up the ambient light a little bit. I think we're suffering a little bit from the map problem, so we're gonna burn up a little bit just to do that. We're gonna physics warp ourselves. I think we need to get over this mound here. Oh, most definitely. This should do it. Honestly, I don't think we need this maneuver node. Getting a little scared at our trajectory here. And yeah, it is to the north. So we want our trajectory going this way. The hole is right around here somewhere. I feel like we're getting flung around. So we are going to kill our velocity here. We're going to see what happens. We're going to go on surface mode. Okay. We should be... I don't know where... Yeah, that's definitely the North Pole. So as long as we're heading towards the north, we should be heading towards the hole. Period. End of story. Assuming it is even a hole. It might not even be a hole. Who knows what it is. But Francois is going to find out. I mean, it might be that right there. But it also might be on the top of that hill. Go north, young man. Yeah, this right here. So it's nothing. It's actually nothing, sadly. I thought it was going to be a hole like the Mo hole. That's what I get for trying to be cool. Okay, well we'll land in this valley here. Although that kind of looks like it might be the Kraken. Okay, anybody who's gotten in their head that I don't know what I'm doing, you're right. Just I'm fairly positive that the Kraken is right over here. Yeah, I think we're just going to land Francois and call it a day. We're going to land here on this hilltop and call this a game. And I just realized we have 203 meters per second in the tank, and we are traveling 198 meters per second, which means we are very close to being out of fuel. I should not have screwed around as much. Okay, we're going to suicide burn this. We'll be fine. Suicide burn doesn't actually tell me, probably because it thinks that we're not going to crash. Okay, we have 12 seconds of burn in us. That would be hilarious if after all this I killed Francois. At the very least, we can EVA you. We have 104 meters per second of burn, and we're traveling 101 meters per second. Slow it down to about 30 here. We got 39. We are traveling 37. We have no fuel according to Kerbal Engineer. That is correct, so you are getting out. At the very least, your ship is gonna your engine's gonna your engine didn't explode. Sweet. So in theory, we could send a refueling mission out to you, and you could totally be saved. Not only that, but the torque here is keeping you up. We're going to plant a flag, even though it doesn't really matter. And Francois, you have successfully claimed BOP for the Kerbodyne Corporation. I hope you are happy. I hope that this is what you wanted. But this is the end of your time on the thing. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I'm sorry that this was short, but we are coming down to the wire. I am Fifth Horseman, and I will, as always, talk at you later.